Welcome back to Q13 News at 4. I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about a very important medical topic. Each year, about 40,000 people die from metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic means that the cancer has spread to other parts of the body, the lungs, the liver, the brain, the lymph nodes. This is an important topic we've spent a lot of time talking about, and so we want to give you some more information today. And I want to introduce a special guest. This is Michael Kovarik, and he is a metastatic breast cancer survivor, and you are traveling the country in this giant RV. It's the Metaviver RV to raise awareness about this deadly disease. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
You know, I told people that we're going to be talking about this today, and the first response that many had was, I don't hear about men having breast cancer very often.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that is because we're 1% of the population are diagnosed each year, but that number is growing. And I think a lot of men are very uncomfortable talking about it. And I think because we're such a small population, and I think there's that thought out that it's still just a woman's disease. And so that's why, like, being part of Metaviver and driving this van is that, you know, here's two men driving around the country, well, actually in this case the Northwest, to talk about metastatic breast cancer. That not only are women getting metastatic breast cancer, but men get breast cancer and metastatic breast cancer.
How were you diagnosed? How did you find out you had it?
Back in 2000, at the end of 2006, I noticed a lump in my left breast and went to the doctor. They thought it was a cyst. You know, so I said, you know, let's just kind of wait and see what happens. And a couple of weeks after, my left nipple inverted, and I knew then that something was wrong. And so I went straight back to the doctor. He hooked me up with a surgeon. The surgeon even had said to me, you know, we think it's a cyst. And so when I went back to get the results of that test, of that, you know, operation, I wasn't expecting him to say, I wish I had better news, and that you have breast cancer. And I'm like, breast cancer? How could I be having breast cancer? Women get breast cancer. And so that's when the journey began. And that's when the awareness began.
Is the treatment different for men than it is for women with breast cancer?
No, the treatment is completely mirrored as to what women are receiving. Like in 2007, with my initial diagnosis, I was on tamoxifen. Then in 2010, I had a recurrence in the chest wall. And so I was put on another drug. And then in 2015, found out that I had stage 4, that it had spread to my lungs, my left side bones, and some lymph nodes. And I was on Ibrance and letrozole for about 1.5 years until there was some progression, and now I'm on Faslodex, which is what a lot of women are on and everything.
Wow. So let's talk about your journey.
Sure.
So the C2C tour, the Metaviver mission, what do you want people to know about metastatic breast cancer?
What we wanted to know, Metaviver is a small organization that's patient-driven, and 100% of the donations goes towards research specifically for metastatic breast cancer. And I guess one of the most important things I want people to know is that metastatic breast cancer is the breast cancer that kills. Yet, when we look at all of the funding that comes for breast cancer, less than 7% goes towards metastatic. And yet that is what is killing over 40,000 women and men each year.
Research is so important, and we have about a minute left. I want you to talk about Fred Hutch. You had a chance to meet some of the researchers here in our community. How important is the work they're doing to your survival and so many others?
The work, going to Fred Hutch, we had the opportunity to talk to Kevin Chong and VK Gotti and some of the researchers that they work with. And listening to what they were doing, they were learning from me with my story. I was listening to what they were doing and the amazing work that they're doing. And I said to them, you guys are part of my lifeline. And I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm feeling hope. Because when you get diagnosed stage 4, you just hear death. And yet here I'm hearing hope. And I'm just so amazed at what they are doing. And we want is to raise awareness so that people can donate and put that money towards research.
Well, we are just so glad to be able to help you amplify that message. So thank you for being here. Good luck
thank you so much.
On your journey. And if you see this RV, you know what it's about. If you'd like to learn more about metastatic breast cancer, you'd like to follow Michael's journey, the C2C tour, or if you'd like to find out more about the research happening at Fred Hutch, go to Q13fox.com and search Healthy Living.